What's up guys, Daniel Ndukwu here, and in this video I'm going to be sharing everything you need to know about demographic segmentation, what it is, what it consists of, how to use it, and where to even get the information. Now before we jump in, make sure you subscribe to the channel and like this video. Let's get to it. Demographic segmentation is actually a really simple process, but it can have outsized results. So it's the process of dividing your customers or audience into groups based on their age, gender, income, education level, and things of that nature. Now, it can be used to help you enter new markets. It can be used to create better messaging for your current audience and customers. It can even help you develop the right products for the right groups of people. Now, demographic segmentation has a number of important areas. Some are more effective or more far-reaching than other areas. For example, the age of your audience can have a pretty large impact on what you can and can't advertise to them. For example, if they're not 21 or older, they can't drink alcohol. And that is a reality of the world in which we live. Other things such as income level, they may not be as obvious, but they can still have a huge impact. Someone that's only making $12,000 or $24,000 a year isn't going to buy a $1,000 bag or a $500 pair of shoes, more than likely. But then again, we're entering into psychographics there. So the major areas that you want to concern yourself with for demographic segmentation are age. Now, age is divided into different groups such as 18 to 24, 25 to 34, and things of that nature. And for every different age group, a different kind of messaging, a different kind of product, and a different kind of price point will be ideal. Someone who's 18 years old probably can't afford a $5,000, $10,000 product, but someone that's 55 years old could probably afford that given the motivation is strong enough. Another thing to look at is the gender. Of course, with things like clothing, you'll look at gender because you don't want to market men's clothing to women and vice versa. But there are other areas where gender is actually quite important. There are cultural norms for each gender. Whether you want to accept that or not, it's the reality in which we live. And some products do better with women and some products do better with men. So it's important to understand the kind of demographic groups that are attracted to your products or that work with your products. And then the education level. Now this may not have as big an impact depending on the kind of product that you offer. But if you offer a product like continuing education, it just happens that more than likely those people have some kind of higher education. So like if you're teaching an online course or like a skills acquisition workshop, depending on the nature of that, people who already have a higher level of educational attainment tend to enroll in those kind of things because they actually have the passion for learning, or it might be relevant to their job. So that'll actually impact the way you market your products. And then again, your occupation is another one. So people who are in like the clothing industry and people who are like in the software industry would use different kind of products. So it actually matters. And then again, their level within the organization. Are they a decision maker? Are they not a decision maker? And this is really for B2B products when you really start focusing on the decision-making authority of someone within an organization. Then, of course, you'll look at income and family makeup. If they have young children at home, of course, they'll be looking at toys for children or clothing for children, things of that nature. And then their income can also affect many things. Even if they have a lot of children at home, maybe they don't have the income to support those kind of products or justify buying that kind of thing for their children. So all these demographic factors, they actually work together to create a holistic picture of who your customer is and who your customer isn't, so you can create better marketing collateral, better products and services, and increase your customer retention over time. Now, there are a number of ways to get demographic data. So one of the easiest ways is through your analytics tools. People, whether they realize it or not, actually give off some data within their browser, and once they register for all these services, and your analytics tools actually pick up on this. So you can get their geography, their age, as well as their gender just from your analytics tools. But if you need deeper information, such as their occupation and really what they spend their time on, then you'll need to go a little bit deeper. And for this, we have surveys. Now, surveys, you can ask basically anything you want. And while this is possible, there's a such thing as survey fatigue. So you can ask them their income range, their age range, their gender, their education level, their family makeup. You can ask all of these things. But If you ask too many demographic questions, people will get tired of your survey and they probably won't complete it. So you need to balance your survey questions between psychographic, demographic, and really things that the person finds interesting to them. Another way to find this information is in-person interviews. Now, this isn't nearly as scalable as analytics or surveys, but it allows you to probe much deeper into their situation. So ideally, you use all three of these methods together to understand demographic data about your audience so you can create useful demographic segments. So demographic segmentation is a very powerful tool when used properly. So once you get this demographic data, think about the kind of products, services, or positioning that you can use to grow your brand. That's it for this video. Make sure you subscribe, like it, and I will see you in the next one.